is imagination.
Come and go with us to Imaginaria. This is where you learn how high to fly. To a castle where you'll find a magic lantern in your mind, exploding like lightning in the sky. Close your eyes and go to Imaginaria. This is where all your fantasies begin. In a place that's far from harm, where you're tucked in safe and warm, dreaming of sailing ships so high that you can fly.
Let me introduce you to a real good friend of mine. He doesn't really look like much, but you should see what's in his mind. He has no fingers, but you know what? He doesn't even care. 'Cause what he has to teach us is beneath the clothes he doesn't wear. He says he lives inside of us and that he's always here. But we have to wake him up to go beyond our fear. He says that we can be anything, we can do anything, we can see anything that we want. It's as simple as it seems. It doesn't cost a lot to get inside our dreams. He says that we can be anything, we can do anything, anything is possible now. Marching pencils whistles can be fun, or a pen that takes a bow. Or you can be an airplane flying high up above the clouds. Hey, make the airplane look like you, flying high into the sky. But be sure to make it go so fast that buildings lean as you fly by. Make a big red telephone that rings until it's fat. Later it becomes a big red train that call long distance down the track. Now let's create some butterflies to teach us what they know. They fly into the kitchen, coloring as they go. They might even cook us dinner and teach us not to fear, 'cause they can go from nothing and make anything appear. He says that we can be anything, we can do anything, we can see anything that we want. It's as simple as it seems. It doesn't cost a lot to get inside our dreams. He says that we can be anything, we can do anything, anything is possible now. You can even make policemen walk across the air on floating colored lily pods, sliding if you dare. Make him fly into the sky, into a giant base, riding on an ocean wave, falling down from outer space. Wow, even spoons get hungry and have a knick-knack attack. Raiding the refrigerator, they line up for a midnight snack. Let's make a paper airplane, one that really zings, and it can even fold itself, flapping its own wings. Now let's go to your room, where every toy that night has come to life all on its own, an almost scary sight. He says that we can be anything, we can do anything, we can see anything that we want. It's as simple as it seems. It doesn't cost a lot to get inside our dreams. He says that we can be anything, we can do anything, anything is possible now. Anything is possible now.
They work in many different ways.
Sometimes one can look just like the other.
Sometimes one is different every day.
One thing's for sure, they're always changing. One thing's for sure, we don't know why. All that I know is when I'm grown up, I'll be the size to look them in the eye. Things they come in different shapes and sizes.
Things we find, and many are quite rare.
What I see, it looks just like a circle.
What I see, it looks just like a square.
One thing's for sure, they're always changing. One thing's for sure, we don't know why. All that I know is when I'm grown up, I'll be the size to look them in the eye. Things are made in different shapes and sizes.
Things are made in many different ways.
Sometimes one can look just like the other.
Sometimes one is different every day.
One thing's for sure, they're always changing. One thing's for sure, we don't know why. All that I know is when I'm grown up, I'll be the size to look them in the eye. I'll be the size to look them in the eye.
Will it be today? It's got to be delicious. Just what I'm looking for. It's got to be a record, Gourmet Records.
Chomp, chomp, got to eat a record, Chomp, chomp, got to eat a record, Night magic, night magic. Things come out at night, night magic. Things come out at what do you do when you're walking down the street and then you see night magic? When things are coming out at night. Night magic, night magic. Night magic, night magic.
Good morning, America. Rise and shine. Shake it off. Wake it up. Get up, morning glory. Early bird gets the worm. Roll on out. Hit the floor and hit the street, 'cause we're burning daylight.
Traveling down the road and I don't know where I'm going. It looks like adventure and that's good enough for me. Traveling down the tracks and I don't know when I'll be back looking for adventure, so don't wait up for me. Rolling down the highway, making real good time. Rolling down the highway gives me peace of mind. I'm traveling down the road and I don't care where I'm going, looking for excitement. Here it's plain to see. Buckled in my seat and I don't care where it takes me. Rolling down the highway is good enough for me. Rolling down the highway, making real good time. Rolling down the highway gives me peace of mind. Truckers, they wave at me and the big wheels are what I'm seeing. They say for excitement, better follow me. Safety's the word for me and freedom is what I'm feeling. Rolling down the highway is good enough for me. Rolling down the highway is good enough for me.
Once upon a time, there were two big blue birds named Lucy and Remo. They weren't hunter birds, and they couldn't sing. To be honest about it, they were kind of funny looking. But they could fly faster and fly farther and go places no other bird could go. So every day they just flew and flew, because that's what big blue birds like to do. And it was fun and safe, because they followed the one important rule: never fly through the window. Everybody who ever flew through that window never came back. They were sure that if you flew through that window, you would be dead, at least. And then one day, Lucy, who was bored with the same old, was kind of crazy anyway, just went ahead and did it. Big mistake. Big mistake. For a long time, Remo flew around the giant window looking for Lucy, but she never came back. And eventually, he started to forget about her, just played with everybody else. But one day, Remo was playing tag with Benoit, the power snail, and trying to escape, and he wasn't watching out. And he flew right through the window. Now, was that stupid or what? But wait, what was this? Lucy and all the other creatures who had ever flown through the window were alive and happy. Sure, life was a little upside down, but hey, you gotta go with the flow. Just goes to show you that sometimes what scares you the most can turn out to be all right.
Come on! Woo!
Styro the dog, he's lucky to be a pink and blue dog. He's got ridges down his back and a long crooked tail. He's trying all the time just to stay out of jail. He's Styro the dog.
And that rhymes with dog.
He's Styro the dog.
I'm the dog. Where's the bone?
He's Styro. Styro the dog. He's Styro. He's Styro. Styro the dog. 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 He's Styro. Whoops. 'Cause 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 'cause
from Imaginaria. Don't forget all the fantasies we shared. We found castles in the sky where our minds began to fly, leading us wherever we dared. Going round and round, Imaginaria with friends, round and round. I'd go back there again to be with those who care and those who share. Going round this time, I know, to ask them as I go, would you come with us from Imaginaria? Would you leave all the galaxies behind for a place that's far from harm, where you're tucked in safe and warm, dreaming of sailing ships so high that we can fly?